Seems that we appear within the newest stream, apparently. Hello's my fellow dragons out there. It is I, the Dragon Lover, and I brought along Sonic Star here, and we are doing a different type of topic video. Well, stream. And those who are just joining in, welcome, welcome, welcome! Do grab yourself a drink, some snacks, and keep a plush nearby, because this will be quite an interesting one, because I had thought about this yesterday. I do not know why I keep talking like this in this accent, so I will...
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Yes. So yeah, the idea of Balan and Kingdom Hearts having a crossover, per se. Honestly, it wouldn't seem that too far-fetched.
Yeah.
Wondering, how could it possibly work? Well, you know how Sora is able to travel through worlds, right?
Why
So
not the same thing with Balan?
Yeah, think of it as that. Oh, we're talking about a crossover idea.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure a lot of you who had played Kingdom Hearts 1, you know about the opening when Sora, Donald, and Goofy made their way into Alice in Wonderland. It'd be something like that, except inside the theater. And instead of just Sora, there will also be Riku. Because it feels as though those two would be very fitting for this type of world.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Especially the mischief they get into.
Yes. Sora would obviously encounter Balan, while Riku would encounter Lance on his own turf. Now, Hannah, care to explain a bit how Sora would meet our dear maestro?
Well, it's basically almost like the same thing as the intro of Balan Wonderworld, except Sora's already in there instead of having the Tims lead him to the theater.
Yeah, and also Balan doesn't notice he's there yet. So instead, there are monsters that are basically negatives.
And some unversed.
Yeah, that will come into play later. There are no signs of Heartless, unless of course you count something similar within chapter 3.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Heartless could also just be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Also, TJ asked, how's it going?
Oh, fine,
Good.
pretty good.
We're going good.
Yes. Hope you guys like my new icon. Well, so yeah, Sora defeats the enemies and such, and then he encounters Balan. Balan goes to agree his usual shtick, but then he realizes that this kid is different. He doesn't appear to sense any dysfunction in his heart or anything bad that's happened. So he's pretty confused. He'd be like, "Welcome," and wait a moment. Your heart? Huh? What about it? Your heart. It's intact. That's impossible. No one can get in here, but only those who have a torn in it. How curious. It'd be the first time Balan's ever experienced someone who has been able to enter the Wonderworld Theater with their heart intact. Of course. Go on.
You were saying?
Yeah. Okay. So Sora basically explained that he did witness monsters, including monsters he's basically fought before. And well, this is a bit concerning for Balan since he's never really picked up on those things before until Sora mentioned them. And hellos!
Hello.
Yes, hellos.
Hey, worlds. What's up?
Yeah. Well, anyways, Balan leads Sora to, well, the Isle of Tims and such. It'd be the Quilmsia where, with the Dream Eaters and such.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Riku, it's a little bit on a different side. It actually was with a portal approach. And thus, and
Basically, the final boss of Lance.
the final area. Now, he gets a strange feeling that it's somewhat like the world of the world of darkness, except it feels more sad, lonely, and lost. Of course, then there's the occasion with the monsters and Lance. He notices that Riku is there, but instead of going to confront him immediately, he decides to stand back and watch. Out of curiosity, actually, because Lance is just as curious about humans as Balan is. Because he was basically the original maestro, in case people
Yeah.
wanted to know.
Yeah.
If people honestly don't really know what the if people don't want spoilers for the ending or anything lore wise, I suggest you leave. But for
Yeah.
those who do know, then hopefully
Give
we
your
can explain it.
props.
Yeah. When Lance sees that Riku can't really do any attacking on any monster in this area, he doesn't really see him as a threat. So it's easy for him to pretty much not have to be active. Lance is there, so he calls him out. Lance is actually surprised that Riku was able to spot him even without having to look in the area. Hannah, what do you have to say on that?
I have to say, it's actually really fitting that Riku actually sensed him since he has the ability to sense the darkness.
Yes, with smell for some reason. I don't really get that. But hey, it's Kingdom Hearts. You basically question it. It's gonna be well confusing.
Actually, I have a theory on that.
Eh?
The reason why Riku can sense the darkness because he spent his whole life in the darkness when Sora closed the door to darkness.
I guess that makes sense.
You can pick up a thing or two.
Yeah. Riku knows that Lance would be a very tough opponent to take on. So instead of, say, attempting to fight, he merely just asks some questions. Because if anything, it seems that Riku is a bit more of is more the cautious of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Judging from how he behaved within like Dream Drop Distance and such. Hmm. I think Lance sort of grows a bit more of the curiousness, and that there's that part of him that wants to pretty much know a bit more with this boy and what he's basically trying to do. But since he's basically in the darkened state and such, he doesn't go further.
There's also fan art of Balan and Kingdom Hearts together. I suggest you check it out.
Eee. Now, Lance just points in the direction where Riku should be heading, which is straight to the doorway. I mean, when you think about it, Lance can just pop up a door whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, like he did in the final.
Hmm. I mean, Balan just summoned up a train. Lance literally summoned a door.
Honestly, it was quite shocking to say the least.
Yeah, it's like he's inviting you.
Which was
I mean,
unexpected at first.
it was unsettling, but it was kind of nice of him to actually lay out the carpet, I guess,
Yeah.
or bridge. So yeah, the ideal is that Sora would head to each specific world and see what he can do about these heartless, unversed, and negatives.
And nobodies.
Are there nobody still?
Yeah,
Okay,
you can thank
you can
the
say this.
organization for that.
Let's just be fair here. Let's just be fair here. A lot of these darknesses, pretty much, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
Now, wondering about with Vanitas. Well, I came with this idea. Since Vanita is basically like perished and such, what if he ended up in Lance's domain? Because it's a world of darkness.
It'd be a good place for him to retreat after losing a battle in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes, he's in a weakened state. He's not in the best shape and such. And Lance basically he takes pity on the Dark Boy and basically just says, "This is a place where you can actually call home. You're a being of darkness." This is he's just basically offering him a place to stick around.
Until he recovers.
Yes, and Lance is a cautious one. He's not stupid. He
Yeah.
knows Vanitas is dangerous and would be a problem. And if it is a problem, well, he could take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
But also hearing bits about who his original master was and why, and etc. etc.
Mm-hmm.
You could say that bit of that older maestro in him would basically just want to help him at least. Look, if anything, Lance would actually be a better host.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like Balan, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Don't
I
get me wrong, Balan's an amazing host, but he's at least Lance is a little more etiquette.
Yes, he's been around longer than Balan, so he knows how to keep a rather he's not super energetic from basically the bouts we've seen with him
Mm-hmm.
and the times he appears. But when he is active, he's pretty fast.
Very fast.
But the moment Sora were to encounter Lance, that would be something.
Yeah.
But Sora, he wouldn't be able to fend off Lance. He's just too strong, especially in the location he ends up in.
Yeah.
Not the best place.
Mm-mm.
And Riku would actually eventually meet Balan. And Balan is rather curious as to how someone who has darkness could also be in control of it.
It raises more and more questions for the poor, well, maestro.
Care to add your little intels?
Give me a moment.
All right.
Basically, for Balan being curious about Riku, knowing that he's in Riku's in darkness, but he is actually controlling it. he might be curious but doesn't want to provoke any further. It might, you know, disrupt the darkness even further than it already has.
Yeah, and there's a part of Balan that's actually concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's not going to go straight up Master Ericus, far from it.
No.
If anything, I think Balan is way older than Ericus anyway, so he's well aware of how far he can go and when he needs to pull back.
Yeah.
I mean, take a look at the final scene. Take a look at before the final fight. Balan doesn't intervene. He only just gives a words of advice.
Yeah.
That's about it. He doesn't intervene, he doesn't use his abilities.
Which honestly was really clever.
Yeah. Smart a smart individual that knows what's going to happen and knows how to handle it.
Mm-hmm. Though he does help you at the very end.
Yeah, by lending in some extra help.
Yeah. After he senses you're in danger.
Yeah.
Which honestly I find that kind of sweet.
What? He's a guardian and he really wants to make sure that you manage to succeed. That's pretty much that.
Yeah.
Now, I believe there is I do believe there will be a point where Balan does indeed face off against Lance. And Sora and Riku, they do meet up eventually.
Yeah.
There will be points with the encounter with Vanitas, and boy, oh boy, it certainly is something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with Vanitas' approach, Lance knows that Vanitas has already chosen who he pretty much had decided to be. But Lance, he would give advice, like, you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Now, Vanitas, he's still quite a stubborn fella, but pretty sure deep inside he could pretty much understand where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, when he basically discovers who Lance was, I have a feeling he may actually try to push the limit. Like, try to get on his nerve.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong? Trying so hard to ignore what you used to be? The poor unfortunate Balan who fell into darkness long ago, only to leave behind the lighter half. Just what exactly have you become? Nothing more than a freak of the purest of darkness. That's who you'll be and always be.
Ugh.
I don't know, maybe it's something like that. Just look at
Yeah.
me. I've always been darkness. And if I were you, I'd give up on trying to return to normal. It's too late for you, anyways. What about the one who defeats you? Have they considered trying to help you? Did they truly care? No. Why? Because they can never understand the pain. I don't know. I don't know. That's something Vanitas would kind of say.
Yeah. I mean, split the darkness even further than it already has. I mean, that's how Vanitas is.
Yes.
Hey, take it with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep when he actually destroyed Ven's wooden keyblade in front of Aqua.
Yep. Heck,
That's how low he will go.
yeah. Heck, he even says, between you and I'll be between me and you. I'll, you know, I'm walking out alive. Yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
the only Kingdom Hearts character that admits he would kill her.
Yeah.
He was even he was even attempted to stab her when she's down. Okay, maybe it's to take away the heart and such, but I don't know. But all you need to know is that Vanitas probably the most darkest antagonist in the series. Pun not intended.
Hmm.
So yeah, him actually doing that to Lance wouldn't be too far off.
Yeah.
And Lance, well, even if he doesn't show, well, even if he doesn't really express it, on the inside, it would pretty much, it does hurt deeply. But Vanitas would make a uh, pretty pretty bad mistake. Stepping out of boundaries like that, not knowing the fact that Lance is a pretty dangerous opponent.
Yeah, and he could get really unstable at times. Check with the, after the phase one,
Yeah,
his
he
anger could
gets.
get really out of control.
Yeah, it's that darkness that gets to him.
And in real truth, he cannot control it.
Yeah, include when he just goes full beast mode.
Oh, that gives me shivers.
Yeah, which to me looks like a high dragon, just without the two extra heads.
Yeah. Though I will admit it was really scary and intimidating.
No kidding.
I'll give Square Enix this. They really made a awesome final boss.
Balan Company, yeah. I have a feeling that Balan gets the vibe, or at least he can sense that something is indeed wrong, and he can tell that Lance is not in a good state. Like, since he too can sense darkness and such, that just means, well, he knows Lance is not in the best state of mind.
Yeah.
You have any other thoughts?
Nope.
I like to. Okay. Just a bit of a side note. I feel as though in the Isle of Tims, you get to your Isle of Times, you get to play mini games,
Hmm.
and people who basically thought that that thing in Dream Drop Distance was basically pointless. It wasn't. It was a nice little side thing to do.
Hmm.
Plus, come on, you gotta admit that minigame music is adorable.
Think of it with the training your Pokemon and interacting with them. That is it.
Yeah, it's just a fine little relaxation.
With all the rage and all the heartless, it's good to sit back, relax, and enjoy the
Just hang out
company
with
of
your
the
little dream
dream.
buddies. Or
Hmm.
big ones.
I know you like the dragon one.
Hey, I also like the dinosaurs.
You already know I already got my dream eater.
I knows. I ain't getting a Cherokee. So yeah. And also I think Riku could also sense that too.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that he and Balan would actually go and investigate.
yeah.
Well, Sora checks out different locations to see if there's any strange activity going on.
And soon enough, he'll come across the costumes.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine Sora wearing the costumes?
Yeah, I think he'd be having a lot of fun with that.
Like he made comments on each of them,
Yes.
like a little cutscene.
I mean, it's just a thought.
Yeah, it's a thought that counts.
But I don't think he would get the Balan costume. I don't know.
Nah, probably not.
Now, much larger dark enemies show up.
Oh yeah.
Large negatives. No, that literally is how they're pronounced, guys. Negatives. That's basically negative.
Yeah.
And those big ones aren't just for show. They have elements too.
Like lightning and fire.
Uh-huh. And wind.
Yeah. They're so annoying at times.
But hey, that's the challenge.
Mhm.
So, in a sense, they would have to deal with that too.
Yeah. And plus Sora will question it.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. Balan, I'm I'm divided of oh, yeah. Lance in the beast form is really cool.
Yeah.
Should I show that?
I think so.
Okay. Just a just a moment, people. I'm gonna get it.
Mhm.
Sharing screen. Days of doing that. Here we go.
Yep, that's it.
Seriously.
This boss has pulls no punches.
Yes, especially just how. Oh. To think, our our antagonist boy here became this.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't mind.
Me either.
If you're basically going with a dragon, you at least better make it. You at least better make an. You better make an impression. Also, I can't help but pretty much get. When you're basically getting on his back in dungeon and you had to pretty much hit the final orb, I just couldn't help but think, get up on the dragon's back!
Yeah, you actually did that in my episode.
Yes, get up on the dragon's back! I couldn't help it.
It's okay.
Uh, well, if you want to, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
Also, I think Sora would kind of question, what does Balan look like without the hat?
Of course, Balin would probably, not answer the question or just brush it off.
Yes. So, what's under your hat, anyways? Eh, yeah, it definitely would be the touchy question.
Yeah,
Oh,
he doesn't. Yeah,
oh,
he.
it's oh, that's the many mysteries that I don't wish to spoil yet. It's a little too early for spoilers. So, yeah. Now back onto the thing. Would Balan act as like say another a like party member or a summon?
Maybe both. I mean, after they stopped, to Wonderworld, Balan might be wanting to join along as a summons.
Ah, it's just like the hat.
Yeah,
What if it does play out like the bout a bit?
like the genie, you know?
Oh my
Can I
gosh.
imagine? Can I imagine Bella doing the "Never Had a Friend Like Me" from the Aladdin musical?
Technically, in the intro, it kind of did play out something like that.
Yeah.
You ain't never got a friend like me.
Oh my god.
So yeah, when they do pretty much end up having the fight, when they do get to Lance's area and they do see that he's not looking so great. In fact, he's looking worse. Like he's not in the right state of mind. His dark aura is basically really showing,
Like the
and
darkness is consuming him.
even more. And he sort of lashes out at, well, Balan.
Maybe give a demonstration.
I mean, I'll try. It may not be 100% accurate, but I will try.
Just try your best.
Lance, there you are. What is going on? Why are you all of a sudden... Silence! You have no idea just what I have been through. All this time, I've been playing for a fool. To think you could do anything. I had faith in you. You would be able to do something that I could not. And yet, I failed to realize that you never truly did care. What do you mean? Lance, you're not making much sense. What are you even referring to? Of course you don't understand. You never did. Because of me looking like this. You claimed you were trying to help. Well, I think it was a lie. You never cared. You never did. You didn't even try to help me at one point. And now I have to suffer through this even more. I've been far too long gone, Balan. And you became the mistake I shouldn't have made. The only
Oh.
thing I should do right now is to be rid of you.
Oh.
Of course, Riku would actually have to be the voice of reason here right now because Balan, that hurts. That would hurt.
Yeah.
Seriously. Because remember, Balan is connected with Lance in a way. So having Balan hear that would basically just hurt. The one who had faith in you suddenly sounded like they had lost all hope in you.
Like the darkness consuming you.
So, yeah, Riku. How would you think that handled?
Like he was trying to listen to reason and about the heart and such, and how it's stronger than the light is stronger than the darkness itself.
Don't let him get to you like that. He's obviously not right in the head. Something must have triggered him to make him think that way. All we need to do is just knock some sense into him. It should bring him back. Yeah, if we can get through to him, maybe he'll calm down. Hopefully. Yeah, and oh wait, what kind of boss music would work, honestly? Because, it's a Kingdom Hearts approach. What kind of theme do you think would work?
I think something of the Beauty and the Beast boss, in Kingdom Hearts 2.
No, no, that's basically the piano boss music. Then you have the encounters, which is basically you fight a Disney boss.
I say that either the massive nobody theme, with Roxas inside his Sora's heart, per se.
Ah,
Something like that. The bum ba
oh,
ba da da
I I get what you mean, and I was voicing Balan. And welcome.
da.
Seriously, I was the one voicing him.
Yeah.
I think Ree's just reacting to what Joshua asked.
Oh.
Seriously, it's like, do not many of you pay much attention to the stream? It's just like the people who basically claim that Balan is a really bad game when in actuality it's not.
Yeah, it's an amazing game. I think the people are just being hypocrites.
Yeah, and it's just the hate bandwagon.
Yeah.
Seriously, if they don't have any good reasons as to why they don't like it, then, well,
We could.
it's just they're just hating it just cuz.
Yeah.
And they just don't understand the meanings behind the game and such.
Honestly, it just makes them sad and pathetic.
Yes. We already mentioned that!
Yeah.
Hang on, hang on. I think I know exactly what you're talking about with the whole. Hang on, hang on. It's the Twilight Thorn.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts.
I could look up the theme for you.
Oh, no, no, it's okay, okay. Twilight Thorn. I got it. I found it. Okay, Tension Rising. It's called Tension Rising.
Yeah.
Uh, oh wow, that is very loud. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Let me get the share screen and the volume. There we go. Alright, is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, got it. Anyways. Yeah, that be that.
I think it's very fitting for Lance for the final fight, for the
Wait,
boss
wait,
fight.
wait, wait, wait. This also was used during when you had to deal with beasts in the same way too.
Yeah, that's what I was
Ironic.
mentioning.
That's so ironic. Aw, glad we're basically helping with that.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Yep.
And you know what, Ree? I'm doing the same thing too.
Okay.
Yeah, we get the point now.
Yes. Still good music.
Yeah, can't go wrong
Now,
with that.
after like Lance has been taken down and such,
AKA
he
knocked out of his senses.
yes. We did it. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he gotten stronger with that. Pretty sure Balan will be the one to go check on him.
Yeah, kind of like with Cogsworth with the Beast.
Of course, the question is, oh great, am I gonna have to make a scenery of this?
No, you don't. If you don't want to.
Okay, so yeah, Balan just asks of what happened, and Lance basically explained the best he could, and Sora and Riku instantly recognized that name.
Vanitas.
Monsters Inc. area.
Yeah. I can't help it. It fits.
Vanitas! I have to admit, Vanitas does have a really good laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, anywho's. So, yeah, Lance explains about what happened and why, and then he suddenly just blacked out because he didn't remember saying any of that stuff.
I guess with too much darkness can really take it out of you.
Yeah, and it's blinding too.
Hmm.
Not literally, but it's just a figure of speech.
Just how like the stepmother and the stepsisters were destroyed by their darkness.
Yep. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Hmm.
So, in a sense, Balan think that the best course of action would to have Sora and Riku basically handle this while he gets Lance to a much safer location. Because right now he is not in the best shape to even do much.
Yeah.
Because it just goes to it just goes to show that Lance, he may be a tough opponent, but he's not evil.
Far from it. He was just a being that was consumed by the darkness.
But they do get to a safe location, at least.
Yeah.
And let's just say now they have a bit more revealing of their backgrounds.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty mind blowing to both of them, mainly Sora. But Sora, even after hearing that, he pretty much accepts that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, and even Lance is just baffled by that. What are friends for? Friend? Yeah. You obviously did what's best, and if anything, you've let Balan handle it. You knew he would be able to handle it, even in your own state. You had to have some reason with your heart. Deep down, you knew he would be able to succeed. That's literally Sora when he has his moments.
Yeah.
And also Riku kind of basically pointed that out, and they have their little besties moment.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's not. Hey, at least it's better than having the Donald roasting session.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hence the reason why Sora is basically alone with Riku and such.
Yeah, at least it could be normal.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, Donald and Goofy, but you two are great party members and such. Well, great friends and all, but sometimes you guys can be a little too brash.
Yeah.
And this would be kind of the first time that Lance actually felt at peace. He actually would smile.
Instead of that smirk.
Yeah. So yeah, gonna they pretty much go into phase where Vanitas pretty much is, and since Riku basically has that ability to pick up darkness,
They
it
find
would
him.
be yeah. Though this would be you need to use your map and such.
Yeah.
Yes, you have a map.
Just like in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Well, Kingdom
Sort
Hearts has
of.
maps in general,
Yeah.
and so when they do eventually find him, they're actually baffled the fact that Vanitas is still alive. Yeah, I'm still sticking to the whole theme that Vanitas has still pretty much kind of a grudge.
Yeah, grunge against Sora.
Yeah, and but he doesn't go. But he didn't go after Sora, not yet, because he wasn't really at full strength yet.
Yeah. Basically like in Monsters Inc.
Yes. And don't worry, it's not going to be like with young Master Xehanort in Toy Story.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, that guy was a freaking pussy. He's
No
just
kidding.
talking. He's just all talk, no sense of fight.
More talky, less brawly.
Yes. At least Vanitas, he at least gets straight to the point after he's done talking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Sora basically question on why Vanitas did it, and even Riku questions it too. And Vanitas would just simply just say, I just wanted to see how far his darkness would take him, and to see exactly just how far he would go into hopes of maybe possibly vanquishing that one light that he had left.
And probably that will be the realization for both Balan and Lance.
Yeah, and even as goes, and since Lance, with pretty much not knowingly, kind of exposed of what Balan is afraid of, Vanitas flat out says what it is. This is the point where both ended up following Sora and Riku secretly.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean, come on. How do you think Balan and Lance end up finding where the kids are? It's obvious.
Yeah.
They're not all knowing, but they are knowledgeable enough about the theater.
Mm-hmm. There's no denying that.
And look at this fool. Afraid to become like this one. Though if though if I were to say this, even the purest ones can eventually fade to darkness. Especially like that one girl I had to deal with long ago. You should know the one I'm referring to. Aqua. Who's to say this one won't falter the same? And Balan kind of hesitates a bit. He's not afraid to fight, but that bare thought. Because when you think about it, Balan hasn't been put into any sort of vulnerable position. So
Except for this.
the fact this would this would be a reminder and a little nod to the novel. Yeah, that's the one thing Balan fears the most. To
Mm-hmm.
become like Lance, to be surrounded by darkness like that. I'm pretty sure he would end up in the same situation as Aqua.
Yeah.
And I've already seen what a corrupted Balan would look like.
Same here. It ain't pretty.
It's cool though.
Cool, but creepy.
I know. Wait. Is it possible to actually search that up? I mean, think about it. Balan already looks like he's a dark being.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Do 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 do.
I'm just literally trying to find exactly where that is.
Understanding.
Anyway. Gosh, I am trying to find.
Just take your time.
Eh. Okay, it may not be the full accuracy, but okay, this may not be the full on accurate depiction here, but close enough. It's close enough.
You get what you get, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This is mainly how I envision that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. And also something like this, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually pulling through and eventually fight. With the occasion of, shall we say, Vanitas, he ain't doing this alone. He actually has monsters with him, and there's an endless supply of heartless and such.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it ain't pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And you can expect what the how the fight would basically go and such.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't really have those. Eventually, Vanitas. Well, since he basically had his power restored and such, he is definitely a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Oh, and another thing, uh, the the keyblades of Sora and Riku, they still don't fully work because in the dimension. Like how in the Colosseum, how in the in Kingdom Hearts 2 with uh
The Colosseum and with Pirates of the Caribbean.
you can't really do your drive and such.
Unless either in Kingdom Hearts you have the Olympias medal or if the moon is out.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give me some prime examples.
Uh-huh. It would also have those quick timing moments. You know the ones.
Yeah.
So, by the time Vanitas is dealt with, he is still pretty much kicking. But he was beaten.
Mm-hmm.
That mask is gone. And you could say Balan and Lance, they are not going to let him get away.
They're not gonna let him get away that easy.
Of course, Riku questions of what they plan on doing with him. And Balan gets the idea that if Aeneas were to go free, he could possibly do more harm to others if he were to let loose. So basically, Lance had the idea that since he's a maestro and such, his idea is to simply keep him here as a permanent resident.
Ooh.
Yep, and he's the one that keeps an eye on him. I mean, that's just a thought.
Yeah.
Balan, he wasn't sure at first, but given what info was given, yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
Of course, there's a bit of a moment when Sora and Riku have to leave and such. Sora could have sworn he's seen Lance slightly look different, like his old look. Thank you, both of you. Or something like that.
Kind
But
of with the Sally and Jack moment.
and
In
then
Kingdom Hearts 2.
yeah. And Balan basically he did remove that hat of his.
And to reveal his true face.
Yes. And people honestly let me ask you guys. What do you think of what do you think of Balan's like actual look? Do you like it? Do you find it interesting or what?
Honestly, I found it both interesting and I like it.
Yeah, can I just say that he just looks both cute and handsome at the same time?
Yeah.
So does Lance. Then again, both were practically like that before. But
Mhm.
I described Valen as like charming.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's meant that's literally what I thought of. Any other things you want to add? Add Star.
Hmm. I don't think so at the moment,
I see.
but I did finish one of my artworks.
Oh,
I'm sending to you on Skype.
couldn't you just? Never mind.
It's on. I haven't put it on DA yet.
Okay, never mind. Alright then.
Maybe we should come up with ideas of Balan and Lance's summoning
Wait, you seriously want Lance to be like a summon?
for Riku. I mean,
Oh, right. Yeah, I have a feeling that Lance, he actually, before he met Venus, he actually doesn't mind. He wouldn't actually mind Riku. Heck, I'm pretty sure Lance would make a comment saying, you know, you kind of remind me of myself at points, and what it truly means to be oneself, or something like that. I don't know,
yeah,
but yeah, that definitely would be pretty cool.
yeah,
So that's mainly the ideal of what Balan World to Kingdom Hearts crossover would kind of be like.
yeah. If it really did happen with a crossover, like
Yes.
they're gonna do with Final Fantasy 3. And yes, it's gonna be canon, so don't ask.
Yeah, please don't ask. Also, no, I don't think Ratatouille is basically there because this is not Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, it's more of a mini game to order to get to get some food and HP.
Yeah, I highly doubt this crossover will have something like that.
Yeah, same.
But it does bring back the Dream Eater function.
Yeah, in a positive way actually.
Yes, because it is supposed to be centered around balance and such. In
Yeah.
fact, that's exactly what Balan basically brings up. Is there anything else you want to add?
Hmm. No, I don't think so.
Gosh, could you envision Riku trying out the costumes?
Oh my goodness, that was something.
Wait, what?
I said that would be something.
No,
Well, we don't know much besides Kingdom Hearts and Balan.
exactly. Besides, this was just the other idea of how it could work and such. Gosh, envision a Knight and Balan crossover.
Oh, that'll be something.
I know. I think the scenarios would actually work, and can I pretty much just bring up the fact that I don't think the one from the comic would actually be pretty accurate,
Yeah.
especially with Riella and Lance. That wouldn't work.
Nope.
And I don't think Riella referred to himself as a child of Wiseman.
Mm-mm.
Far from it.
I want to see that.
I want to see where the maestros are.
Also, can I show the audience something that I got in the mail?
Go ahead.
Peekaboo.
Okay.
The little
Yeah.
Tim.
Yes, I knew that was going to be marketable.
Can you blame people?
Yes. Yeah, Closet Dreamer, yeah. Yeah, I basically did that. So, oh! Oh!
Are you jealous, world? Are you jealous that I got this before you?
Okay. I guess for what would the scenario of Riella and Lance go exactly?
Hmm. Honestly, I feel like it'll be the same thing as the comic up, only it doesn't have Rihanna crying like a baby.
Yeah, I think he pretty much would feel. I think he would just be shocked that someone would actually talk back to him like that.
No kidding.
But also, Riella wouldn't have a sword. I'm pretty sure the conversation would have gone a little differently. And I don't really think Lance would be aggressive on Riella, but I think he would just call him out for actually following Wiseman like that.
Yeah. Also, Comic World says that's one cute. That's funny.
It's
No, it's
not.
a
It's not.
Tim. It's a
It's a.
Tim.
It's actually a dream creature.
Yeah, like the Dream Eaters, but this one's a Tim or a Time.
Yeah, I call it a time because I think the name just feels more fitting.
Well, whatever, we get the proper pronunciation, I'll call it a Tim. And thank you, worlds. Thank you.
That's a Tim. Now. Okay.
Also, world says,
Like, ah!
ah!
Okay, so yeah, with Knights and Balan, yeah, they would
Why
get
do you?
along super well.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty much kind of teasing each other and basically just having lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Balan actually calling Knights out to be quite a mischievous one. I think Knights would try to steal his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Balan's just like, no, no, we ain't gonna have that. No, come on, let me see what's underneath that. No, 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 that's not necessary. This is invasion of privacy.
And I can imagine them flying around in circles trying to catch,
Yes,
like up in the air.
yes,
That would be funny.
yes. I
So
think
I do like the
we.
comment up where Balan actually compliments on Knight's outfit.
Yeah, that is just such a Balan thing to do.
Yeah.
Where did you get this material? This material. I don't know. Now, there's also the debate of the height of the characters.
Yeah.
Knights is obviously a slight bit taller compared to the kids, and Balan is definitely taller than the well,
All the
most
people.
adults. Yes,
I say about like 6'8".
but since he's a dream creature, he could probably alter that height of his.
He does that so many times. Heck, even in the intro when he turned into a giant.
I mean, it's literally magic.
Yeah, I know. But it just gave me a prime example.
Yes, so he could possibly just be around knights and such.
Hmm.
But they also debate that Lance is slightly a little shorter. Look, I think the only reason why it's because well, Balan he's wearing the hat, hence the reason why.
Yeah.
So yeah, he'd probably be the same height as Lance.
Hmm.
I mean, looking at Sega Superstars Tennis, compare Eggman's height to the others. Knights of Riella barely reach over his shoulders. So there's your ideal as to how tall they can actually be.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure when if say Balan he encounters Riella, how do you think that would go?
I'm not sure, honestly. I mean, it could go from many different directions.
Yeah, depending on how it's presented and such.
Yeah, it could be like
Though
woof 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 woof.
though I think if Balan were to witness Riella actually catching knights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I think this would be I think this would be something Balan isn't used to, like dream like magic, like nightmare and magic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think he can pretty much open that cage willingly.
Mhm.
I think he would also underestimate how strong nightmares can actually be.
Yeah.
So it's besides, we don't really see Balan fight these monsters. It's only Lance he goes after.
Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know how he would be able to handle that.
It all
But
depends, really.
yeah, Balan has plenty of magic, and his strength is actually really subpar.
Mhm. Mhm.
And if knights were to encounter Lance, oh, that would definitely be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Hmm. I'm pretty sure knights would say that pretty much just like Riala or something.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's pretty much the ideal and such. I don't know. Trying to come up with something that would actually work is a bit more difficult than you think,
Yeah.
especially something with some similar elements.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I have no idea. But if there's anything I don't want, it's Snap Cube.
Ugh.
You know Snap Cube, right?
Kind of, but I heard rumors.
They're the ones that did the Sonic Adventure.
Oh.
Yes. Don't get me wrong, some of the jokes were fine, but I will say this: the way they were playing Balan Wonderworld and such, and just ow, I I really don't know what to say, especially when they were laughing during the victory dance number.
Ugh.
What? I'm confused.
It doesn't make a little sense.
Especially if they name the title of it, F Farmer Ted or something.
Ugh.
Really?
Seriously?
I'm like, people, these are the same individuals who also pretty much made a freaking parody slash abridged series of the few Sonic games. Look, if it's going to be a parody or an abridged thing, I hope they don't pretty much make it just hardy har har. We make funny joke because it's funny. Or
Honestly, it's just straight out pathetic.
gosh, if there's anything I don't want is to pretty much have Balan be considered to be
Yeah.
look, we know what he is, we know what he looks like. You don't need to pretty much flanderize him like that.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
Heck, I've seen Shadow Harvester's Night's Journey of Dreams dubbing and such, and it was actually, and they were just doing it for fun. They weren't really poking fun of it.
No.
Yeah, seriously.
Sometimes you guys take things way too seriously.
Yeah, especially with the Eggman's announcement.
Yeah.
That meme has been used a lot. I get it.
Well, joke's over now.
Exactly. Gosh, I really don't want them to make Lance like emo or something.
No.
Look,
We
the
already have
guy,
one emo.
yeah, that being Shadow.
Yeah.
But then again, they made Shadow into, I don't know what exactly they made him into. Just saying,
Yeah.
I really don't know. But I really don't want them to turn Lance into something like that. Ellie's
No.
Ellie's voice actually seemed to do Lance just fine.
Yeah.
And also that video with the response of those, well, of the negative feedback, it was actually interesting to see that someone actually bothered to call out these guys' bluffs.
Yeah.
And the voicing is pretty genuine.
Mm-hmm. It just makes me want to give Balan a hug.
Me too.
He does deserve that much hate.
Yes. And I'd pretty much just give him a kiss on the cheek. Just for reassurance.
It's probably the same for me.
Also
Be-
also Lance as well.
yeah, because they are loved.
Yes. I
If you
know
guys
certain
think of that If you guys think it's a romantic thing, then no.
No, it's just trying to cheer. It's just trying to make them feel better
Mm-hmm.
that they are worth something. Though there is something Lance pretty much has that he's getting compared to. You know how people compare Reality to Shadow? Well, they compare Lance with Infinite.
Ugh.
That's a bigger insult.
That's just adding injury to insult.
In fact, Infinite was a waste of potential. He had potential, but it was wasted.
Yeah, at the beginning we thought he was a perfect villain, but until years later, ugh.
Yeah, Shadow said it best. He is pathetic,
Mm-hmm.
and I am not weak.
Honestly, that is just a lame excuse of becoming a villain.
Seriously, the comic that basically did better than that.
Yeah.
Plus, Eggman is the one that killed off his entire squad. Why would
Mm-hmm.
he bother joining this guy? Seriously,
Probably to
man.
seek power or some stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, and I've seen an artwork where they drew Lance as a jackal. I drew him as a fox. Well, a type of kitsu actually.
Yeah.
At least that makes more sense because they are very mischievous and sometimes they could be dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think a jackal would suit him at all.
Nope. Also, I posted them on DA, Ash.
Look, if anything, Lance has been a far better antagonist because no one else would take his place afterwards. He was the antagonist through and through until the very end.
Mm-hmm.
And Infinite, well, let's just say
He
he
was
was
more
working.
the thorn in the side.
Yeah, and besides, if he didn't have that gem, he would be nothing. He wouldn't have those abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Some people actually try to write him to be better, which I give props to, but still.
Hey, in Sonic Song 182, they actually made him better.
I basically didn't watch that.
I thought it was pretty good. And they actually made him funny.
I think that was kind of the point.
Yeah, especially him playing Among Us. That was more
So
priceless.
he's not edgy anymore?
Nope.
Good. We don't need an edge lord. We don't need another edge lord.
Yeah, and
And
now
people are gonna
Shadow's
ask
it.
and people are gonna ask, no, Lance and Riella don't count as emo. They're more of gothic.
Yeah.
The
Get your facts
really
straight, people.
yeah, very cool gothic.
The most evil one is the My Immortal.
Ah no! Oh my god, could you envision Lance reading that? Along with Riella.
And if they have to say me as Slendy, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Imagine what the thumbnails would look like with that. And oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Why did why knights? Why did why didn't why did they pretty much do this to me? I question why Balan the and they suggested this one. It's just awful. Oh my god. Wait. Can you attempt a Lance impression?
I don't think I can.
Go ahead. I want you to try. I've been doing his voice for a while.
Just give me a moment, okay? Sorry, I'm just trying to get myself settled. You ready?
You're about to hear the impression.
Yeah. Honestly, it's just kind of pathetic.
That's not bad.
Really?
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh my gosh. Oh my hucking sharks. If that were the case of my immortal approach. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
What if
Huh?
What if we did a title called like Peace Shattered in chapter 1 and 2 with, them dressing up as emos? We're
Oh
just
my
goofing around at this point. We don't mean any harm.
Oh, maybe try a Riel impression, cause
You mean this one, Ashley girl?
oh my god! Oh god, we gotta. Oh gosh, at some point we have to do the Ask series.
Oh yeah. Though it'd be kind of fun if, our, current selves are in it too. Probably as the
Er,
hosts or something.
oh sharks.
I mean, it'd be kind of fitting.
I guess. Oh my god, what if it'd be interesting to have? Oh my gosh, the. Oh my god. What if we do a slight reaction? What if it's basically a reaction, but instead it's Riella and Lance who are reacting to it?
Oh my god.
I don't think his stream would actually work.
Yeah, probably more like an episode or something.
Yeah, I know. Keep in mind, I would have to keep the volume low for that.
True, true. They'll probably also just be laughing in the corner.
Why did this thing have to exist? Just why? I don't understand why humans would come up with something like this.
I'm not sure myself, Riala. I'm not sure myself.
Eh, wait a second. Why would they do this to Harry Potter and. Is that. What, Draco Malfoy? Are you serious? Wait, what's that term that Slendy uses? Oh!
I'm...
I got it. Oh, so edgy!
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So edgy. So edgy. I swear. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were just doing it just as some sort of art formation, but just failed miserably.
Indeed. It's
That was
just
supposed to be
more.
my impression of Lance, because, he has
Yeah.
kind of a slight feminine approach.
Yeah, I prefer mine to have a deep, menacing voice.
Isn't it kind of weird the fact that Lance come off as more androgynous than Balan?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Well, sorry guys if we are just randoming about.
Yeah, that's just the ideal.
But I gotta admit, that was a lot of fun.
I know, and basically talking this idea is also pretty cool too. Uh, well, I think we're good now, guys. We hope you found this stream to be interesting and the idea and such.
And a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I know we sure did.
Gosh, if we ever do a stream again like this, we'll basically see what we'll come up with.
Yeah.
Though I think maybe later, if I were doing the case, I could pretty much talk about some of. I could pretty much talk about ideas per se. Well, I have a few of these. I want
Also,
to
can
know.
can I say
Yeah.
one thing? Trains!
Wow.
No, really, a train is coming.
Wow. It's like what happened last time. Okay. I have at least a few ideas of mine. One is basically of with my original setup and characters and such that I've had for a while. Another is basically of the dream realm, which is sort of my sort of telling of nights, but in a different perspective and such. And lastly, and I hear the train indeed.
Yeah, that's what I
And
told you.
and thirdly is my Pokemon Shadow Mysteries of Shadows. Shadows and Mysteries story.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it definitely has some elements of different games, including of Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly. Which of the three you guys basically interested in? Just hang on a sec. For
Type it
these,
down. Type it down.
yes, we have
It's
these
voting
three.
time, guys. It's voting time. I'm kind of surprised that Pedro didn't visit. Oh my god, that would
Yeah,
have been so. Ugh.
I know. It's like, ah! Well, thankfully, it's all good.
Yeah. I
Hmm.
consider Infinite more of a saint compared to him. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay. Take your pick, guys.
Take a pick. Or pick your poison.
It's not exactly poison.
It's a figure of speech.
Okay.
Reese says, Mystery Dungeon.
Ah.
I guess you want to see more of that, huh?
I mean, since yesterday, makes sense.
Yeah.
And I will say this: it's gonna star certain legendaries.
Hmm.
I don't want to pretty much say more beyond that because, well, if I do, then this stream's gonna be longer than it already needs to.
Yeah, we don't need that.
But yeah, seriously, Riala and Lance doing My Immortal,
Oh my god, that would be something.
and oh my gosh, could you vision the other stories like reading and such?
Oh, what if it had been Poopsie the Killer?
No, no, I don't think.
I don't think they'll last that long.
Yeah, especially. I'm pretty sure someone like Lance would be just very confused by it.
Yeah. And
And
maybe ranting in the corner.
I mean, he is basically a director himself, so even I think he would basically be questioning this.
Yeah.
I mean, Riella as well, but he's not exactly a director, he's a general.
Yeah.
Gosh, the scenario of those two.
Oh my god. That'll be some kind of story arc.
Oh wait, what about them reading like certain creepy pastas?
Oh.
Well, Riel's not here right now. He's kind of away for a little bit.
That's good, no?
Yeah, I figured that he's
Otherwise he would definitely, send probably have Wiseman says Cerberus after us.
no, it's not that. It's he's in a nightmare season like nights.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Balan and Lance they just drop in from time to time to see how I'm doing and give me updates of how those two are doing.
That's good.
It only lasts for about a week and such,
Mm,
so I'm sure by then they'll be back to normal. They'll be fine. They'll get it all out of their system. They'll be okay.
makes sense. Was it funny?
Look, Shadow! Shadow! So, yeah. Well, everyone, hope you guys found this entertaining and interesting and such. And, yeah.
We sure did have a lot of fun.
Yes. But later onward, I will pretty much do a different type of stream, which is basically going over a bit about the ideal.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about this idea. If I may ask, what did you think about this star?
I think it's a lot of fun, and I really wish it was a reality.
This reality, my mentality, and it changes just so rapidly. And I'm ready for the big break. Fire, fire, dance with my deepest dark desires. I'm sorry.
No, no, it's fine.
Seriously, fucking Daco. Well, balls. Well, guys, see you later.
We'll see you on the next stream. Bye
Bye,
bye.
bye.